Hi, this is Bryan from What's a Geek. I'm here with Victor E. Manuel.
It's Emmanuel. You have to say it right. And you left out the Esquire.
All right.
Vic Emmanuel Esquire of Philippine Wrestling Revolution. How y'all doing today?
All right, and we're here to talk a bit about PWR Renaissance. All right, so Victor Emmanuel Esquire.
Oh, we're not talking about myself? I thought you guys were talking about me.
Well, we were about to get to that.
Oh, okay, well, let's do that then.
All right, so you're a sports commentator, right? How'd you get started on sports commentating? Like, what's your background?
Well, my background as a sports commentator actually comes from the fact that I was playing college ball back in the United States. I'm from Washington, and I was the catcher for the Huskies for a time. Mm-hmm. So, me being a star athlete at that time, it ultimately transcended into, hey, you know what? I want to try my hand in sports commentating. And wrestling, seemed like an awfully good fit for me. I'm pretty fit, and wrestling's a good fit. So, fit as fit may be.
Right. How'd you come across PWR? I mean, you did say you're from Washington.
You want a shot at this?
I can't. I'm on meds.
You're lost. Sorry. Question again?
How'd you come across PWR? Because you said you were from Washington.
Well, I came down here. A friend of mine, if I should call him a friend, Kiko Fabregas, had asked if I wanted to be a part of PWR. So him and Mr. C, Stan C, of course, they flew me over here, all expenses paid, of course, housing me and everything, to just make the best show humanly possible with this amazing voice that I have. So there.
Right, well, speaking about the show, because we got the whole PHX tourney thing. Like, from the 4 contenders for PHX, do you think any one of them could make it to the PWR Championship?
Wait, PHX to the PWR Championship?
Yes.
Or you mean the PHX Championship to the... You have to get your stuff straight, man. And by the way, guys, when he came in, I don't even know this guy from Jehovah. When he came in, I thought he was like a fat Joey Bax. Like, I don't know, he sort of looks like that anyways.
I've actually been told that. It's strange.
You got the same back hair as well, too, I can see. But I believe the person that is going to win the PHX championships is going to be my man Ken Warren. He is the most gifted superstar out there. I don't think anybody can touch him. I mean, you have that ugly, maniacal punk kid, Mayhem Brannigan. You have the guy who thinks he's God's gift to women, Chris Panzer, and then, the little smurf of a character, Ralphie Mabayashi. These guys don't fare well against my man Ken. So Ken is going to take it, and he's going to get that goal. Beautiful looking belt, too. Have you seen it?
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. There's nothing like it.
All right, well, speaking of matchups, like, if you could take any 2 of the PWR stars and put them in a tag team, who would you take? Like, any 2.
That's interesting. Good question. Good question. Your IQ just shot up to about 12 there with that question. Let's see. I would love to put, just because I believe the wrestling styles will mesh really well, I would love to put Cutthroat John Sebastian with Ken Warren. I mean, you have the speed, you have the athleticism, and I think, they would be a team to contend against and lose against, definitely, because those 2 are awesome, man. Shout outs to my man, John Sebastian, Basti. We're going to go to Boglo over the weekend, after PWR. Let's, paint the town red there, buddy. Yeah.
Right, well, since we're talking about the wrestlers now, who do you think's the most underrated from, like, PWR's entire talent pool?
I actually think John Sebastian is underrated. I really do. He is an excellent fighter. Not a lot of the thing with John Sebastian is he is the jack of all trades.
Yes.
For the Royal Flush, and of course, being in the Royal Flush in a stable like that. I mean, you've seen it in WWE. You know, where if you're in a stable, sometimes you get shadowed. It's not happening to John Sebastian, though. People have not seen the full extent of his skill, and they don't respect that. The guy's got skill. He's a really, really good guy. I mean, people think he's a jackass. I personally think he's one of the nicest guys in the planet. Really, I mean, can you fault him for saying that he is the bitch killer? I mean, Bombay Suarez, that guy is so profane. I can't even talk about that guy. He irks me really the wrong way. But yes, over at Renaissance, we will see an exciting and awesome match between Bombay Suarez and John Sebastian. And John Sebastian will be at ringside because I don't know if you know the stipulation. Do you? No.
I don't think so.
All right. So basically, if John Sebastian wins the match, he will be at ringside for classical Bryan Leo's match. And if Bombay Suarez wins the match, then he will have a shot at the belt. Okay. Now that's not going to happen. We both know that, right? Am I right? Okay. Very good. Good guy.
Okay, well, here's a personal question. If you could be a wrestler, like, what would your finisher be?
If I could be a wrestler, what would my finisher be? That's interesting. You know what? I would say I could probably do a 360 moonsault, drop kick, and pin combination all at one go.
Moonsault into drop kick into pin.
Combination in one go. It's possible. I mean, we're talking about me here, but again, I'm not a wrestler. So.
All right. Well, what's in store for PWR? Like through Renaissance, after Renaissance.
Oh man, it is going to be awesome. So basically, what happens? PWR. I mean, you've been to some of the shows.
Yes.
PWR is just getting bigger and better at every show. We're gonna go on with PWR Lives in between the 4 big shows. Okay. All the shows are gonna be great. We have a new team working on the sidelines from our technical team and everything. We have just recently signed with GPN Live, and they're freaking amazing, man. They're really gonna help us as a company get to where we want to be. But so it's that you have to tune into gpnlive.com in order to watch the matches. So that's a new thing. Of course, I will be commentating the matches, so you will get like some ear candy there for the entire 3 or 4 hours. It's going to be very exciting. I mean, the cards are stacked for Renaissance, and it's only going to get better. From this point on.
All right. Well, we're down to our last question. We ask this at all our interviews.
Okay.
So, what's a geek?
Kiko Fabregas is a geek. Who else is a geek? Kiko freaking Fabregas is the biggest dork I know. He's he geeks out on anything and everything, and I love bugging him for it. But he's your quintessential nerd, should I say? And he loves it. From the video games to the board games to the card games to the it's that he's a real big dork. And I actually, before we end, I have a question for you. So this will be a treat for you with me asking you something now. I want to know. Sorry, what's your name again?
Bryan.
Yeah, we've been talking all this time, Brandon. And so, Brandon, who is your favorite PWR star, and why do you like me so much? do that, and we'll get to you shortly. What's a geek? What's up? I am Victor Manuel, and this is Brandon, whatever your name is, signing off. Watch Renaissance. Can't see my finger there. There you go. Renaissance this Saturday, and like us on all our social media sites, like my page, and Kiko's to a lesser extent. But yeah, we have the same page. Yeah. See you guys there, buddies.